What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Random Things podcast on the Random Channel. We're at episode 30.
Oh my God,
yeah, brother.
Big 30. And we haven't gained a single subscriber.
From like 20 to 30.
we were on a real nice pace there, and then nothing. So
dare I say a heater.
Yeah. And you know what might be hurting us is some of the people who would be watching the podcast are on the podcast tonight.
Son of a bitch.
We have a special guest straight from the comment section, Matt Garcia.
Hell
my
yeah.
God. I'm on it.
Woo! Right.
How's it
Matt,
going, guys?
I had to add you after last week when you corrected me when I misspelled Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, Giancarlo.
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 Sometimes he goes by Giancarlo. That's like perfect trolling because it wasn't it wasn't mean. It was just you spelt this wrong. You're an idiot. And I didn't even think to look. I'm like, well, that's got to be right. No,
Right.
Not even close.
Oh man.
So
Stuffy, I'm noticing something. Do I need to do some work? All these banners are fucked. They're all last week's banners.
no, I kept a couple because I figured the way you keep re-adding them is you would go back to Barry Gibb.
Oh,
So I didn't want to delete them just for you to have to re-add them.
well, I'm talking about the banners itself.
Oh,
I'll fix them. I'll
right.
fix them. I'm on it. I'll fix them.
Right. I didn't add any new banners. Fuck. I didn't have time. That's okay. We
All
don't
right.
need the banners anyways.
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about this week. Oh no.
Can you see the top of the screen? It should say it at the top of your screen.
Oh,
It's not up there.
Why would you have a screen on your ceiling? Where did you go? All right. Dan is
I'm
clearly
not
on
drunk.
drugs.
I'm not. I'm just having a good old-fashioned time by myself.
Dan's doing drugs. I'm drunk and good times.
Yeah. All right.
All
Well,
right,
I have a couple.
It's all the same. It's all the shit that we didn't get to last week because we were too busy fucking around.
Pretty much. So-
I blame Matt Garcia.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
so if I didn't have to dive into those comment sections to defend my lack of knowledge of spelling Giancarlo Esposito's name, then it wouldn't have been. We would have had time to get to more things. But I actually, Duggan, I have a question for you before we get going here. Seltzen 5.
Yeah, it's last week's banner. This was before all the shenanigans happened. I just didn't change it because it's.
What are the
fucking-
shenanigans?
it's a
I know
rap sheet.
nothing.
I was gonna say they're up 3-0, right?
Oh yeah, it's game set blesses.
I was gonna say. Okay, just making sure. All right.
Here, Duggan, I'll fix it for you.
No, you can't speak about it. You just have. To,
I mean,
No, if you change it now, they're gonna lose. Dan, don't do it.
don't touch it. Don't touch it.
we should talk about
He's gonna
cricket. Is
kill
what
you.
we should be talking about.
Cricket?
Yeah. Part-timers of the United
Exploits.
States beating the fucking number 6 seed in the fucking world. Pakistan.
Yeah.
Dominate United States.
I'm surprised that Pakistan is that highly seeded.
Oh, Pakistan is
Dude,
amazing.
we had a bunch of fucking part-timers literally do this. And we were like, nah, fuck it, we're gonna win.
Wait, John, were they part-timers?
Part-timers.
Okay. All right, just making sure. In case anyone's concerned about that that lamp in the background of Matt's screen there, don't worry, it is fake. So
Yes.
there's no chance that it could fall over and set his house ablaze like in the Acolyte season.
Oh, we need to do off the top. I'm so fucking mad. I am so fucking
Hold on,
mad.
we'll get
I'm
there.
heated.
Oh, rage is my favorite emotion.
This is a good that segues into this off the top. Hold on. So I have it off the top here. So this was before the third episode dropped, but Star Wars The Acolyte gets heavily review bombed by toxic Star Wars fans. Majority of the reviews on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic are found to be AI generated with only basic plot synopsis made from, I can't see what the rest of it says. But so I guess this show is getting targeted by a bunch of angry fans. So I just have to say, I don't love everything that I've ever seen, and I've certainly put my fair share of negative reviews out there into the YouTube space. But going out of your way to attack a show with AI generated reviews to bring down the score, that fucking blows, man. Fandoms suck.
In the words of Howard Hughes, the way of the future. The way of the future. The way of the future.
Again, I talked about this at length when I'm sorry, Duggan, but when Double Moon came out, people went out of their way to fucking prop that score, the audience score up before they even saw it. It's like the same fucking thing. I'm so sick of that shit. Why can't you just let something suck or be good based on actual views?
Like the Bruins.
Yes. Matt, I'm going to go to you first. How do you feel about fandom doing this?
Oh, what's to say that everyone whines about everything and until they actually enjoy something? I don't know. Like, this show is obviously going to get some trolls because of the creators behind it, I think.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. Like, you can't just.
Who's the creators?
Leslie Headland.
And I think she's part of the LGBTQ community, and so that is
fucking what?
But she's like super out there, like on social medias and stuff, like fighting for shit. So it makes a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
Rabble.
I don't give a shit. Oh, Mikey just disappeared.
Jesus.
He said, you guys are talking about the Acolyte. I forgot to watch all 3 episodes. I'm out.
He seemed like he was in a bad mood just from his eyes.
Yeah, I don't think he really said much of anything other than asking why the fuck I had a flamethrower.
I don't even think he asked that. I think I did.
You did? I don't think it's a problem at all, to be clear.
He might be back on, but yeah, so she is getting flagged. I think she's getting attacked by some angry bros out there right now. But you're right. The show, but you should be reviewing it as you're seeing it. If you don't like it, say you don't like it. Put it out there that you don't like it, Dan. But I just can't stand fans doing this shit. John, how do you feel about this? Do you think that maybe Netflix and IMDb should be take down the audience ability to review something until all the episodes are out? Oh, Mike's back.
I mean, I don't hate the idea.
Hey, Mike.
I mean, it for me, I look at it on the overall is that, people are fucking harsh when it comes down to everything, right? I mean, I know that we could be kind of harsh on Zack Snyder, but it's mostly because he's from fucking Connecticut, and I just don't like that state in general, right?
Hey, Duggan's from Connecticut now.
I mean, he's from Mass, he lives there, but it's okay. I like Mike. He gets a pass. It's okay.
This is a part-time stay guy. This is like prison.
Exactly. See, he's on sabbatical, but like, I wish people would go ahead and be a little bit fucking nicer just to know the overall. Rage has its fucking moments, and fucking fandoms are not it. Right? Don't do that. Save it for the highway.
No,
where it's safe.
Don't save it for the highway, or else you're gonna get pelted with paintballs from Mike Duggan.
Hey, hey, don't be saying that on fucking air, guy.
You're outing him.
Duffy did it last week. I rewatched some of the shit that we did, and Duffy threw you out there.
I don't think
Nobody
so,
Mike.
Mike, I wouldn't do that.
Kevin would never do that. Kevin would never.
Dan went back and AI generated me saying that because he's
us Irish guys gonna stick together.
I'm pretty sure that there was somebody that put my face on a gravedigger, and I'm not really 100% okay with that.
That's incredible.
I have no idea what you were talking about, my friend. Oh wait, no, there it is.
But did you watch the cutout video, Dan? Because I actually added his face to it.
Dude, it is.
I did, but I didn't notice. I didn't notice because it just looked.
It looks so good.
The exact same. It is him. It's fucking him. Look at that.
Really, I mean,
I talk about this
at the very
all
least,
the
it's your
time.
dad.
My dad looks nothing like that. But honestly,
how is that not a t-shirt, like Kevin?
That guy with his face, it will be. It will be.
Oh, please.
And that needs to just be the front, and on the back, it needs to say archaeology.
With a question mark.
Archaeology or grave digging.
No, it should just say archaeology question mark.
Yes. Duggan, I know you got caught up on the Acolyte.
Oh yeah.
First,
no, he didn't. Look at his face.
What are you talking about? I
can't see his
watched
eyes.
all about the witches using the force to get pregnant. Okay, so I'm down with
Okay.
that.
All right. He's good. All right.
I'm in.
You mean the thread, but the
Listen,
The thread.
if John didn't go out of his way to give Snyder some love, I'm totally gonna crack down on this fucking topic. But because he's a nice guy, I will go easy, and I will say that for all the hate that Snyder has gotten to watch this three-piece of trash so far, I just don't understand.
That's not.
I
Well,
was
hold on.
talking
That's
to-
not what we're talking about. We're talking.
Shut your mouth when
We're
I'm
getting
talking.
to that later.
your
We're
face.
talking about.
I do want his no.
internet trolls.
I do want his overall thoughts quickly though, because he didn't get to give it last week. Really.
Well, I'm just saying for the people that come down on Snyder versus the people that come down on the Star Wars, I don't understand where they come from because there's so many other people that like this stuff. I don't see, like, for example, so this AI shit came out for Star Wars, but was there any AI stuff for Snyder? It was just people propping it up, right? So you're now we're talking about people legitimately going to spend their time to make all this stuff happen. Like, give me a fucking break, guy. It's just a show. Like, you don't have anything better to do. People put their heart into this, their work into this, these people's livelihoods, and you just go around and you just fucking dump on their work. Like that kind of sucks.
I agree, and like I said, obviously this channel spent a lot of time talking shit about Zack Snyder.
Oh, we're haters, yeah, but it's
Justifiably.
with love. It's with love.
I can't wrap my head around that dude lately. I don't know what it is, and truthfully, like I don't mind 300. I didn't mind Watchmen. I didn't mind Dawn of the Dead. He's got a couple movies that I'm like, all right, passable.
Yep.
Put the time on, I'll watch them. But
Wait,
lately he's just gotten
Did he
into
do?
some bad habits. I blame fandoms for that too.
Yeah. Did he do the Thieves and the Dead? Those two movies.
Army of the
on
Dead?
Netflix? Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you're thinking of Den of Thieves. Are you trying to
Den
mix
of
those two
Thieves.
together?
No.
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead and Army of
Thieves.
Thieves, or whatever the fuck it's
Oh,
called.
those
Were those him? Did he have
Army of the
anything to do
Dead's
with this?
him.
Yeah, I don't think that's
So
him.
Army of Thieves has to be him as well.
Is that a movie?
It's a prequel,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Or whatever.
actually not bad. It's happening kind of like at the same time leading up to Army of the Dead. It's pretty good. It's fun.
I wasn't joking when I was saying you guys don't get it because I was dead serious saying I was so high watching this movie. The slow motion was like almost artistic. I was like, this is beautiful. I understand what he's talking about because the people, they depended on this fucking grain so bad. It needed to be in a slow motion so you could understand the fucking pain behind that grain. The importance of the grain. It was all important.
Hold on.
Slow motion
All right,
grain.
we're gonna get back to
No.
Star Wars, but now that we're talking about Zack Snyder, we'll just gotta move on to the second off. the
Army
top
of Thieves
quickly.
is directed by somebody else.
I did. Yeah, I didn't even get to give my 2
Oh.
cents on this, Kevin.
I'm
and
sorry.
you're already
Go ahead.
moving on.
Go ahead, Dan.
I have
Sorry.
one thing to say. In the chat earlier today, John said that he's not on Facebook because it's just a place for people to bitch and moan about things that they don't like. And I said, well, isn't that pretty much the internet? And that's it. That's what the internet is. It's a bunch of whiny bitches complaining about shit they don't like. No matter
In
where you
fairness-
go, that's where you
in
find
There's
it.
a lot of
fairness,
cool things on the
From
internet.
what I'm saying, right,
There is.
is I hear about Kevin arguing with people about Zack Snyder on the fucking regular. He's like,
Well,
listen
yeah.
to this idiot, right? And then Kevin goes deep on people,
Listen,
right?
I'm 100% a toxic fan. I am, but that's a one-on-one like truthful engagement with somebody. I'm not going out there and making a bunch of fake accounts and fucking blasting Zack Snyder's movies. I'm
I mean, that we
attacking
know
his
of.
fans.
You're an
Just crushed his poor souls.
anti-Snyder.
These people drive me crazy, dude. They do. It's
Just
the
don't
same
get it.
shit every day. And if I have one more fucking asshole tell me I just don't get Batman versus Superman, I'll fucking kill them. Okay?
Just don't get Batman versus Superman, Kevin. You
Hey,
just don't
I'm
get it.
There's
saying,
nothing to get.
rage
It's
is my favorite
garbage.
emotion.
Understand it, man. Do
I
you
just don't
believe-
get it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't.
You got to bleed for it. That's why.
Zack Snyder clearly just didn't get it because he fucked up 2 great comic books trying to smash them together into one movie, missing both fucking. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
It wasn't
But
his
we are
fault
gonna
that he was
talk-
giving shit.
We are going to talk about Zack Snyder really quick though.
Oh,
Rebel Moon
beautiful.
director's cuts are coming August 2nd.
cannot fucking wait.
I heard he said that there's going to be more sex in the director's cuts,
Is it going to be
which
better
means,
story?
which means there's
sex?
going to be one sex scene because there was none.
Zero.
Between two dudes.
Look at this
Name
though.
the movies.
Look at this. He renamed them. Why?
Why?
Are you
Jealous
renaming
of
them?
blood.
Why?
Curse of
I am
forgiveness.
I
Because it makes
Curse
sense.
of forgiveness.
It
I
makes
see
sense.
worst
This.
fucking
I wanna
name
be
I've
clear.
ever heard.
You guys
Oh.
just don't get it, dude.
Chapter 1,
I'm
Chalice of Blood.
so
Where
jealous.
is
Mike,
the
I'll kill
Chalice
you.
of Blood? Where is
Hey,
the Chalice of Blood?
It's
in the
a
fucking first
metaphor,
chapter?
okay, John? You don't get
What's
it.
the
You
fucking
guys
metaphor,
don't-
Mike?
It's
What
a
is the
chalice
metaphor?
of blood. It's war. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, if he named it Chalice of Grain, okay, fine.
What?
Has to do
Why
with-
change the names though? What is that?
Why?
They couldn't
Because
be...
it's such a different fucking movie. Because he added 2.5 hours to
This
it.
is what he
that now they plant all the grain and then they
Yes.
go and pray around a chalice filled with blood.
No.
I
Of
don't
a
fucking
virgin.
know. When I heard this, when I read
Vampires.
this, I hit the fucking ceiling. I was
Nothing to
so
do with
mad. I was like, my wife doesn't give a shit about any of this, and I said, "Get this shit." Zack Snyder changed the fucking names of these movies because he's
Terrific.
releasing a director's cut.
Can't wait.
That's
Why?
great. It's great.
Oh, I'm so mad. I was
Because
so
it's a brand new
and I-
movie. It's actually
and I
got story
slammed.
to it this time.
Matt,
No, it doesn't. It's
Hold
not
on.
going to.
hold on. Hold on. I have to Matt, what is did you watch both Rebel Moons?
No.
He was
I-
holding out for the director's
Matt, I
cut
cannot
because he
stress
heard
to
they
you.
were
You need to watch
sexier.
these things and then get back to us because holy
Best
shit.
movies ever. Best movie.
I
It's
was
the
over at
biggest
Artie's
pile of dog
house
shit.
a couple months ago, my friend Artie, as some of you guys know, and we watched it. We watched like the first 20 minutes of the first one, and we just did not finish it. We just
Yeah.
were like, nope,
Yeah.
we're good.
Missed out.
Yep.
Missed out.
Check out. Thank you very much.
I think there's a fun drinking game to be had in Rebel
I'm on
Moon.
board. I'm on board. Let's do it.
I like it.
Is
Do you
it the
So-
drink
slow
every
mos?
time it gets slow mo?
Every time there's slow mo, you need
you
to
have to
chug a
chug a
fucking
beer?
Like,
Chug a
Or you have
beer
to
until
drink
the slow
through the
mo's fucking
slow-mos.
over.
There will
Yeah.
no.
Jesus
There will not be
Christ.
an episode 31 because people will be dead.
Yes.
fucking
Alcohol
drinking through the, especially in that fucking second movie with the fucking wheat harvesting. Literally,
Oh.
it would be like, I hope I have 2 or 3 beers open because it'll be like chugging it the whole time and then switching
Perfect.
because this is that much of it.
Especially the part where Jimon Hansu is refilling his fucking canteen in a
ridiculous.
barrel
Yes.
of water for 9
Fucking
minutes.
insanity.
That water
Wait till you
is so pure. He's never drank water before. You don't get it.
He's
Yeah,
not
dude.
excited about the water. He's hot, and they
We're
decide
supposed
to
to be
put a
excited
camera
about the
at the
water.
bottom of the barrel and
And
say,
he's doing
"Wow."
what he needs to do.
Why am I
He's
supposed to be excited
sauce.
about water?
You're supposed to know that he's an alcoholic, and this
Yeah.
him taking the water is the
Yeah.
first step that he's like, I don't
That's
even
right.
need alcohol anymore.
Thank
But
you, Kevin. He gets
I'm sorry, but Duggan, I'm being sarcastic though, because
But you get it.
nobody knows that he's an alcoholic because you never
The
got to know the
viewer does.
character.
It's about the viewer. You don't get it.
because all of this happened before you finally got his fucking backstory, right?
Yeah.
When they
You
just
do.
did rapid fire
shake, and when he
backstory
was
after
drinking.
backstory, sitting around the campfire talking
What's your
about that shit. And
secret?
what's his face with his with
Real
his hat
question
that he
though.
sat
Real
on.
question. These things are probably going to be 4-hour movies now or something like that.
can't
Pretty
wait.
close. Both of these.
Yes.
Duggan, because you like the first two, you're going
Yes.
to watch these 4-hour cuts.
Back to back.
You are full of shit.
Swear to God, I'm gonna do a fucking full run.
I might check out the first one again. I
I'm
might
gonna-
go back.
I'm
to the
gonna
first
watch
movie.
him.
I will
Dude,
because
I commit.
I want to know. And you know what? Look, I hate Batman vs Superman. I've been on record saying that. The extended cut that he had was a little bit of a better movie. So, and Justice League,
Bless you.
I didn't love his Justice League, but it's a better movie than the one that was theatrically released. So, if the
Duggan,
dude
you-
needs,
Snyder cuts, baby.
my whole thing is this with him. If you need 4.5 hours to tell your story or whatever you need to actually get like a passable movie across to audiences, you're not a very good filmmaker.
you might be a fine filmmaker. You're very bad at writing.
Okay,
Which
but have
is-
you ever
which
had
is
an
something we've
idea
been
and
saying
you
about
try
him
to
forever.
perfect it? It's hard to do.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's wicked hard. I couldn't do it, but
You know who could?
ooh,
John Cena.
John Cena.
Boom.
But with the Rebel movies specifically, though, right? Because those first two, I know aside from Duggan, who did enjoy them, high as a kite, but if they're better movies in this 4-hour cut, and they're only going to Netflix or any streamer, why the fuck aren't you just dropping the 4-hour completed movie the first time?
That's what I'm saying. I agree,
Kevin.
But what?
He has to entertain the suits. He can't just be running wild on Netflix. He has to.
I would think if I was a suit at Netflix and he gave me that first fucking cut of those two movies and I saw them, I'd be like, "These are fucking terrible, Zach. These are terrible."
The first two are 2:13 and 2:2.
Nice.
So we're looking at least 3.5 hours. At least.
Can't wait. Bed and breakfast.
Are you seeing these comments?
Yes, I'm bringing them up right now. Let's see.
It makes me giggle.
Goldfish 2011. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make a negative review for this podcast. I'll be right back with the results.
Let us know how it goes. I would love to hear it.
Awesome, John. Overall, I found Random to be an unfocused, poorly produced podcast.
Truth.
There's plenty of other podcasts out there that offer more coherent content.
Truth.
Unfortunately, this one missed the mark for me.
That's your next guest.
I think
That's
I think
Tony.
I'm pretty coherent.
I think he's pretty much spot on. So
Yeah, I don't know if I can disagree with that.
Yeah. I mean,
See, there you
It's
go.
true.
Negative results.
Is that
There you go.
a negative thing or a
How's it
positive?
feel?
Because it's spot on.
How does it feel? Does it hurt?
Not
Some
really. It
section
feels
of
pretty
feels.
accurate. Feels pretty accurate.
all right, this is the last off the top thing, quick, and this isn't even really a discussion, but we did talk about that Lord of the Rings animated movie that's coming out, The War of the Rohirrim, and here are the first images from it. It looks pretty fucking good.
yeah, because if you followed us on Instagram for daily content at @random_channel, you would have already fucking seen this shit, Kevin.
Goddamn right.
Just because you put it on, your little fucking Twitter thing that you have, doesn't
Instagram.
mean that we get to talk about it for the people, which I
John,
think we're doing.
John
here.
was the only person that liked it. In
To be
maybe
clear,
Megan.
I don't think we
Listen.
did Twitter yet.
It's not
It's
even
not
Twitter.
called Twitter anymore. It's called X, and
Yeah,
porn
call
is
it
now
whatever you
allowed.
I
It's been
know,
allowed
that's
forever.
insane. No, it hasn't been.
Bullshit, because it's been on there the entire fucking time.
Yeah, but it was like secret, and now they're just
No,
like,
it's
"Ah,
never
fuck it, everybody's
secret.
doing it.
No, it's not real porn though, John. Now it's like you can have fucking somebody blowing somebody on Twitter.
Dude, it was always there.
It was not.
I'm telling you right now, it was always there, Kevin.
Yeah, prove it. Pull up your Twitter. Let me see it right now.
Incoherent,
And I want your social security number. All right. The Lord of the Rings movie looks pretty good. Is
I like the
anyone here
animation.
excited for it?
No.
Matt,
I'll check it out. I'll take a look at that. That seems a bit interesting to me.
I'm not gonna go see it in theaters.
You know,
Like, is
how
it
I
in
feel
theaters
about
or is it
Twitter.
like a streamer?
I think it's going to theaters.
Yeah,
I'm not watching
going
it there.
I'm not going to see it in theaters.
Okay.
Not doing that.
I like the anime. The animation style is like somewhere between like Castlevania and what the old Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies from the 70s look like.
Where's her nose?
Hell yeah.
Her nose on the bottom?
Yeah,
It's anime.
top and bottom. It's like almost non-existent.
It's anime.
Yeah, women don't have noses in anime.
No, they just have big boobs and colorful hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
guess I don't watch enough.
you know how I feel about Lord of the Rings in general, right? So, but like, I'll still watch it. Like, I'm still on board. I'm the biggest liker hater of fucking Lord of the Rings as it stands.
Yeah, that's true. You
I
do
think the
hate
story
it.
could be real fucking short. It could be this short, real quick, right? But I'm like, sure, make it longer. Why not? Let's continue this.
Yeah, those.
which,
You know what's
which
interesting?
goes on the exact opposite vein of what you were saying about Zack Snyder.
I know.
Just saying.
It does, but you know what? It's interesting because fandoms. This is like how fandoms have gotten worse as time's gone on. When those fucking 5-hour cuts of Lord of the Rings came out, people were like, "Oh shit, I can't wait to check this out." And now it's like, "God damn it, another fucking 4-hour movie." But
When I rewatch Lord of the Rings, I watch the extended versions.
you
Yeah.
do.
The Two Towers
Yeah.
is great.
I really only watch the original cuts. That's just me. I don't have time to fucking spend that much time on Middle Earth.
Dude, I just
And
like
they
watching
brought those back into theaters for Fathom events too.
What, the full cuts?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I just
Never
like watching
seen a
the Siege
full
of the
movie.
Tree People. It's
You
great.
never watched Lord of the Rings, Mike? Yes, you did last summer.
I've never seen a full movie. I've seen bits and pieces. I could
That's-
never go through a full one.
That's a champion right there. That's a real champion. It's a natural athlete and a champion.
I know about the movies. I don't know like the whole movie.
I've heard of them.
Why did
I've
they
heard
just
of
take
these-
a boat? I don't
I've
understand.
heard of these movies.
Should've
No, the
taken a
real
boat, it would've been over.
question is
It would have been
real
there. in a
question
jiffy.
is why didn't they take the giant eagles?
I
That
still
makes
stand
no
by that. Why didn't they take a
Everybody-
fucking boat?
Big plot hole.
Because these
Gandalf,
waters are treacherous.
Gandalf literally calls an eagle to save him, and he's not like, "Hey, can you hang around for a minute? Because there's this fucking ring."
You gotta find this halfling and his friend
I had a
and take
conversation.
him over to Mount Doom.
I had a conversation about this at work like a year or two ago. I don't know if Sean, you
Jack.
remember this.
Oh
But I
yeah,
was-
no, I never forget this one.
I was like, are the eagles like corruptible by the ring? Like, could they be corrupted by it? They're fucking animals, so like, but they talk. They talk in the fucking books and shit. So
Ain't talking no movies.
Can the ring only corrupt mammals?
Well, here's my question. If that's the case, I mean, it corrupts fucking horses that you ride on. That doesn't make any fucking
Those
sense.
are mammals.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any fucking sense at that point because they're riding
It
on
is
horses,
mammals.
and those
So
things aren't leading them to ring wraiths.
are the Nazgul? Did those
Can
used
it
to be
take the horse
horses?
without killing it?
Nazgul.
The Nazgul are the
That's a good
Nine
rapper.
rings
I
from
like
that.
Nazgul.
What?
Wait, no. The Nazgul are the dragon things, right?
Yeah.
no, the Nazgul are the men, the fallen
Rapper in the
men.
90s.
Yeah, the
New
nine
York.
rings to
Wraiths,
men.
the ring wraiths.
Yeah.
Ring wraiths, yeah.
I always make. I say, yeah, that's. I like Lord of the Rings, but I'm not like so deep on it that I know all the names of all the things.
I hate it, and I know a lot about it.
You
Then
tend
what
to
are the-
research things you hate.
What are they fucking?
I
What
really
do they
do.
ride? What's the name of the thing that they're on?
A dragon.
Griffins?
No, it's called
I thought those were the Nazgul, but
Which
that's-
King of
that's
Angmar?
right. Those are the riders themselves.
the Witch King of Angmar rides something specific, but the Nazgul ride like undead horses.
You're right.
Yep.
Dick.
I mean,
All right.
Is the
Yeah.
creature called that the Nazgul ride?
a horse,
It's mysterious.
mysterious horse.
Well, while you're looking that up, speaking of mysterious, let's go with this topic for our first topic.
Oh fuck! Morgoth just showed up in this comment.
Giancarlo Esposito, spelled Gincarlo. He has
He's
a
Dutch.
mystery role in the MCU. This is a topic from last week we didn't get to. He's been teasing it that he's going to appear in a movie, small cameo, and that there's going to be a series that more fully fleshes out his character, leading a lot of speculation to what this character could be. Some people thought it might be Doom, but there won't be a series about Victor Von Doom, I don't think. So then the other thought is he could be Professor Xavier or Magneto. So those are the two that I think he probably is. But Matt, you are a big, huge comic fan. Who do you fucking think it is?
I have no idea who he is because I don't think it's going to be Charles Xavier, because he's walking around with knives on his chest. And he appears to be he's like a villain in the film. So I'm curious to see what ends up happening. There's a ton of rumors I've heard, whether they're right or wrong, I don't know. Like I've heard it could be the character Carly's father from Falcon Winter Soldier, who was the girl that died, who was the Flag Smasher.
Yeah,
I heard that. I heard he could be the Jacob Fury, who is the brother of Nick Fury,
I've heard that one also.
who is part of this group called Zodiac, and he's Scorpio, I believe. And there's like 100 others. My one that I think he could be is the actual Taskmaster. I want him to be the 20 Masters, the original Taskmaster. That would be cool.
don't you think he's too old though to be like fucking like mimicking fight moves and hopping around on screen?
They have stunt doubles.
And if he's wearing the mask, I guess it won't really matter. But
Yeah. Well, he lost the mask to Olga Kurylenko or whatever her last name is.
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm on board for that.
I'd
don't
be
know.
cool with any
Just
of
because the
those.
way it seems like he's a mercenary, and like like there's so many like this is the problem we're getting with Marvel right now is like we're losing a lot of the major
characters,
and we're now getting to the secondary and tertiary characters, which could be a problem.
Do you think
He's
he could
just
be a
going to
champ?
be.
You saw an image of him. You saw an image of him with knives.
On his
Yeah,
chest,
like-
yeah, he's got like a bulletproof vest on or some shit like that.
And like I saw like his stunt double too.
Really?
I'd like to see an Omega Red.
Let me see if I can find that because that's
He's not playing Omega Red, but I'd like to see an Omega Red. I like Omega Red as a character.
We're not talking about who we want to see, John.
He's just going to be Sam's dad.
Yeah. Who's gone bad.
Okay, here's the image right here. So,
I
who the
could not
fuck could
find-
that be? I have no idea. So,
Show us.
I'm
Yes.
going to.
Please.
You're so slow, Kevin.
I don't know how to do it as good as you, Dan. I
Show
don't.
us. Show us.
Hold on.
Show us.
What did you search to find it?
Show us. Show
Here, I'll just share my screen. It'll be easier that way.
us. Show us. Show us. Show us. Show us. Show us.
Here we go. Share screen.
Maybe you could play Blade.
Beep, beep, boop. Oh my god, they're gonna need somebody else to play fucking Blade.
Oh, that's
What the-
Blade right there.
He's just got 3
That's
knives
Blade.
on his chest.
Yeah, that's
And-
Blade.
Green
That's a-
khakis.
That's a Fury coat, though.
For sure.
My name is Blade.
I like the caramel tone of the inside of the coat.
Oh yeah.
It's
Looks like he
reversible.
sells cell phones in that thing.
Yeah. Or fake pearl necklaces in
Or fake
Battery
knives.
Park.
He's definitely an LMD.
So this is from the set of Falcon or Captain America 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matt, so excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. There we go. Well, I thought my first thought when this dude was rumored for it was like a good character. I guess I don't know. I guess it could
I don't.
be,
Why?
but-
How would you think that Giancarlo Esposito would be playing a good guy?
Because he never plays a good guy. And
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a nice turn of truthfully, I could see him being a good take on Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Menacing. A menacing Charles Xavier.
Could think of all the evil, self-centered dialogues he's given. Imagine that same delivery, but in an optimistic way for Scott, don't ever take your glasses off or you're gonna kill the entire fucking mansion.
You're gonna blow the roof off this bitch.
I don't know. I could see him being that, but I could also see him being again, I thought Magneto would be a good one. I was talking about this with John at work. Obviously, no matter what, you really need to step away from Magneto being a Holocaust survivor. I mean, unless his mutation slows his aging, which maybe it does, but it just doesn't make sense timeline wise. So he could be a Rwandan survivor or even a survivor from Vietnam or something to make it make
Do we
more
know if
sense.
Ghost
But
has any
POW
parents?
camp? Who?
What'd you say?
Ghost, if she has any parents?
Yeah.
Why? Because she
Yeah.
kind of looks
Yeah.
like him.
Her
I'm
dad.
just saying, maybe the parents come into the fold. I don't know. Just trying to think of
No.
something.
Her mom and dad are dead.
Shame.
This is the girl from Ant-Man 2. Is that who we're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the quantum tunnel exploded in on itself and killed them, but she turned into Ghost and they couldn't touch her.
She's coming
They
back.
couldn't grab.
She's
That's
going to be
what I'm
back
saying.
in Thunderbolts, isn't
Thunderbolts.
she?
Yeah, she's
Yep.
in Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
so
to
that's-
think of new people.
Yeah. So I think Matt, I think you hit the nail on the head. He's got to be playing. He looks like Fury's brother.
that
That's
looks
who
like a
I would
good
assume that is. And
Hold
we all,
up. I mean, I got a real question because you have your tagline here as being a super powered meth dealer. Is that not the exact plot line for Dark Angel? I Come in Peace,
yes, it is.
except for it's
John.
heroin. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, we're going back to the 80s and I love it.
Yeah.
For those of us who have seen that movie and those of us who have not,
John
Please check
always
it
tries to push this fucking Dolph Lundgren movie on me. It's absolute trash. It's fucking horrible, but it's
What are
very
you talking about?
Dude, that opening scene is terrible, but it's whatever. It's Dolph Lundgren, so I'll probably watch it someday when I'm bored. But
Yeah, I mean it's solid. You know,
it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's like pitching it like Dolph Lundgren could smell crime. What if his face was just a nose? I don't think Dolph Lundgren's going to sign on for that.
you never know.
But yeah, staying in the MCU here. Let's move on to the next topic here. You know what? Does anyone have any other insight into who they think that he could be playing?
Nope.
No?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay, good. Moving along nicely. Sticking with the MCU, let's move over to some Avengers 5 news.
Wow.
This broke a week or two ago, but honestly, we didn't talk about it, so let's talk about it today. Avengers 5 supposedly has been offered to Deadpool director Sean Levy.
Nice.
We haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet, but them making that offer to him, you should signify that they have faith that his movie is that good that they're like, this guy should be doing an Avengers movie. Or they're just planning on rolling off of what they assume will be a hit and attaching him is smart to do now. So before we get to how big the cast is going to be, how do you guys feel about the director of Deadpool and Wolverine being potentially hired as the director of Avengers 5? What do you think?
Did he also direct Deadpool 1 and 2?
He did not. But he did do the Night at the Museum movies.
With
I
all
never
of them?
Yeah, I
All
think
of
he did.
them?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I never watched them.
And
I don't know that.
he
so.
did the Adam Project on Netflix, and he did.
That was good.
He did a whole bunch of shit actually.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. You tell me that IMDb, Dan.
Oh,
done,
he
like,
did.
Keeper
He did
by the
Free
Dozen?
Guy. Well, he was a producer for Free Guy.
No, he directed that one too.
He directed it too. You
Did
got
he?
to get rid of producing and go just
Right.
to directing in your sort criteria.
Yep.
Fucking IMDb
Um,
rookie.
I think he's going to be pretty good because I don't think Ryan Reynolds has ever made a bad movie. So I think if he was going to stand behind this director, I
That
think
one
he's
with
going to put out a
Sandra
good
Bullock.
product.
The Proposal.
The
like that
proposal is
movie.
awesome.
I actually kind of like that movie.
I don't like that one at all.
I'm like a rom com. Like I kind of
Each his
am
own.
in the bag for rom coms a lot. So that's good or bad. I find
Like
myself
like
watching
the
them
Lake
quite a bit.
House.
Like the lake. No, the lake house is about sticking your dick in a mailbox and having it show up 2 years later in the future.
My favorite kind of mail.
Whoa, cheaper by the dozen.
Now that movie sucks.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Just married with Brittany Murphy and Ashton Kutcher.
Awful.
Big Fat Liar with Amanda Bynes and Frankie Muniz.
He had to start
Awful.
somewhere.
3 episodes of Lassie.
Jesus Christ.
The reboot. I hope
3 episodes of Animorphs.
Great. Love
Fuck
that.
yeah.
it only had 3 episodes.
No, Animorphs had a pretty good run.
It did.
Yeah.
Yep.
4 episodes of The Secret World of Alex Mack.
Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit! Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
No,
That's why
newest-
that's why they should get him for the Avengers movie right there. So I want to see fucking
Alex Mack.
Alex Mack back.
newer stuff is kind of up and down. Like he did the Pink Panther, all of the Night at the Museums, that movie Date Night with Tina Fey.
I love
and
Date
Steve
Night.
Carell. Tell me you love this movie. Real Steel with Hugh Jackman.
I
Fuck
love.
yes.
like
I
that movie. That
actually
was
like
pretty good.
Real Steel. That movie.
I recently watched it. The Internship with Vince Vaughn and
Loved it.
Wow,
That was
Hilarious.
okay.
Owen
That was
Wilson.
okay.
He did Free Guy. He did the Adam Project. He did 8 episodes of Stranger Things. I'm not sure what season.
You know,
I think he's like their earlier ones. Like
he is
Yeah,
Oh.
he did like season 1, I think.
because I heard that they hired him to do
Oh, diggity
the
dog.
final
he's-
season.
Like he's a producer too on
Okay.
that show.
All right, because I know he's directing a lot of the episodes of the final season of Stranger Things. So
I
I
guess
guess seeing the future episode.
I guess my feel on it is that, like, if they think that he is good enough, like based off preliminary views of Deadpool, like I'm on board. I mean, I'll check it out for sure. I don't hate it.
I think it's
Yeah.
also the fact that he can handle these bigger type movies. Like if you think of like Night at the Museum, that's a pretty big movie with a lot of special effects.
Sure.
Big cast too. Lots
big
of
cast, yeah.
characters coming in and out of those Night at the Museum movies. I think he's a good pick, honestly, and I haven't even seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet, obviously, but I'm assuming he knocked that out of the park with the way that everybody's talking about it. So
I mean, it's got to be great. I mean, you got great reviews on it, like for early on, but like, what do you got? You know, I mean, like you got to go see it. You have to. I'm drunk.
You just have to.
Just gotta see it,
Obviously.
man. What do you think about the second part of this? That it supposedly has over 60 characters in it.
Too fucking many
characters.
Amazing.
Too fucking many.
Did anybody count the characters that were
Have
in
already been in
Endgame?
the movies.
They were in Endgame. How many characters are in the final battle in Endgame? Because
don't
there's
know.
got to be
Up
there's
there.
got to be fucking close to that.
We're also adding in all the characters from phases 4 and 5 too. So there's
Mm-hmm.
that. And there's the rumors of like Hugh Jackman being in it, Tobey Maguire being in it. Like,
Have you seen the
that actually
rumors?
happens.
Have you seen the rumors that people are claiming Carl Urban is playing a version of Wolverine?
That's
I haven't
awesome.
seen that. I've heard the rumors like
Let's get you don't follow at random on Instagram.
I've heard,
Everybody should be following, by the way.
Yeah.
blanking on his name.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is like supposedly rumored, and like people are thinking he's the Wolverine that's in the white suit dressed as Patch from the comics from the 80s. So
I'm on board. You know,
I would be
I don't hate
so
it.
pumped if they got Dan. I don't know why. I just feel like
He's Jack too.
you're already, if you got Harry Potter to be fucking Wolverine in the MCU moving forward, because obviously Hugh Jackman's not going to keep playing him for another 20 years. Maybe he could, but I feel like you're going to get a shitload of fucking Potterheads to be like, I got to go check out these X-Men movies.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a great idea.
Well, if you haven't watched Miracle Workers, Daniel Radcliffe crushes it in that show.
Oh,
No idea what that is.
You haven't watched Miracle Workers?
Dan, I think you're the only person that knows what that is right now.
I watched the first season.
The first season was good, but
I watched the first season, but then I lost
Interesting.
somewhere along the line near the end. I stopped watching, and then the season 2 trailer came out, and they were set in like the old West. Or whatever.
that
and
was
I was
so
like,
good.
what the fuck? Aren't the angels? Like, I don't understand this show.
So every season is a completely different story. So in the first one, they're angels. The second one is in the Old West. The third one, how many fucking seasons are
isn't
there?
it like medieval times or something?
Yeah, I think there's medieval times. Then there's the end times.
And they're not angels in every season.
Nope.
Why is it called Miracle Workers?
I don't know, because Simon Rich is nuts. Have you seen
Where do
anything else Simon Rich did? Man Seeking Woman with Jay Baruchel. That was a good
Oh,
one.
that show was fucking tapped. I love
Yeah,
that show when it
yeah.
was on.
Watch Miracle Workers.
When he goes to hell, to what is he doing? I can't remember. He gets invited to a wedding in hell or
Yeah.
something like that. And
Where
then
do you
the
find the
episode-
show?
Man Seeking Women was on FX, and there's an episode where he gets
This is TBS.
the whiskey dick, where he
Yep.
loses his dick, and he goes back to the bar, and they're like, "We have 2 dicks here. Which one of them's yours?" He's like, "Well, it's not the black one." And then he takes the. It's so funny.
Yep.
Oh man.
But Miracle Workers has Daniel Radcliffe, Geraldine Vaswanathan, Karen Sony, Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi, who plays God in the first season.
Yep. Quinta Brunson.
yeah.
Steve Buscemi, who plays a completely fucked up God. Like, if you imagine, like, God has no fucking clue what he's doing, and everybody has to clean up everything he does. that Steve Buscemi is God in the first season.
I'm immediately going to check this out.
Yep,
First,
you need to.
First season was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Like, you know, in Loki season 2, when they go and find what's his face working downstairs in the
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yes.
Yep.
Like, they find Daniel Radcliffe doing this pretty much the same thing for God. Like, he's down there like with all like the unanswered prayers, like he's like
Oh no.
running around like crazy trying to get them done, and he's like, we can't answer any of them. That's the problem. It's just me. And then like the new intern gets like sent down there to work with him, and that's kind of where the show is set. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
season 2 is Dark Ages, and Geraldine Viswanathan's last name is Shit Shoveler. And Steve Buscemi is her father, and her last name's Shit Shoveler because that's her father's trade.
Yep.
Then season 3 is Oregon Trail, and season 4 is, post.
So is it called Miracle Workers because someone in each season is trying to like just get a group of people who aren't getting their shit together to a better place?
I guess, but there's
I love that
There's
this is supposed
one-
to be this is Deadpool talk, but let's keep
There's-
talking about this.
there's one, but we're talking about Dan Radcliffe. So there's one episode in season 3 where he may try some snake oil, and then he does like a burlesque-ish karaoke kind of thing.
He runs naked through the streets, except he's in his
No,
boxers, right?
that's in the fourth season where again he's on some kind of drugs. But I mean, the dude is fucking cut.
He is.
The dude is cut, and I gotta hand it to him for being so small. He's got muscles.
5'5",
Oh, yeah.
right? Donald, we
Yeah.
looked him up. We were looking up random actor heights
Jesus.
last week. I think
was
he's
in the-
5'5".
5'5" or to 5'8". He's one of the two. Right.
He's shorter than me, so
Yeah.
he's definitely 5'5". But
I think maybe 5'6", but yeah.
are you pulling up the image of him jacked?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting the first one that I said.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get them both for you. I'll
Yeah,
get them both for you.
I think 60 characters is a lot, though.
Let's spend the rest of this podcast just looking up half-naked images of Daniel Radcliffe. That'll
Would it be the first time you and I have done this?
wasn't Daniel Radcliffe. That was Sean Connery comparing his James Bond physique to that of
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
A different Daniel, but a Daniel nonetheless.
We were literally doing this at work, and then our boss, who's a female, walked up behind us as like I'm at my desk, like showing like no. I'm like, look at
the love
Sean
handles.
Connery's love handles, and and John's leaning over like, no, he doesn't. He looks way better than Daniel Craig. And then my boss goes, "What are you guys doing?" Just like that, and we're like, "Oh shit, nothing."
Like,
That's out
hey,
of
what's
this.
going on?
Like, it's not porn. Oh my god. Jesus
It's
Christ.
not porn. Daniel Radcliffe in the fucking G-string.
I swear to you, it's not porn.
Where did
So
he
this
get
is-
the fucking spandex in the old west?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
That's the Wolverine one, dude. He's
No
fucking
shit.
huge.
He's a fucking savage. Look at that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he is insane.
Hey, Duggan, remember when you said you thought you'd just walk up and kick Daniel Radcliffe across the room? I think he'd be ready for you, bro.
I would fucking stomp that little muskrat.
I think you have a better chance against Eric Bana. Eric Bana's a bitch.
That guy's 5'5". I don't care what he does. I tower over him. I would fucking put him in a box.
He'd get you with that magic, bro.
Yeah. If anything, he'd fucking come at me like a Wolverine.
He'd come at you and he'd dance for you right here. Ooh, look at that.
Oh,
I
God.
like how he has the assless chaps, cowboy style. That must have been a gay cowboy.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta watch it, John. You're gonna love it. Kevin,
Look
continue.
how furry his legs are. Jesus
I just-
Christ.
Where did he get these like outer space spandex in the
Hey,
old
cowboy.
west?
The haberdashery.
Yes, the haberdashery.
But it's supposed to be like 1890. Where the fuck did he get them?
They got
It must have been at the burlesque.
What do you mean they have them? They have those now. That's something that was made in the last, like, that's like David Bowie made those. whatever.
You just gotta
Oh,
believe in
John.
fantasy, Kevin.
I guess so.
You spelled fucking Sean Levy wrong.
No, I didn't.
Levy.
Whatever.
Keep it consistent, Kevin.
Oh my
Spelling
God.
shit wrong all the time.
So
That's because I was
incoherent.
thinking Dan Levy,
Yeah.
Sean's brother. He spelled
Yeah,
his last
like-
name differently.
Best friends with Dan Snyder.
Yeah. Dan Snyder. That was funny. All right, let's move on to the last topic for tonight's episode. We're gonna review the Acolyte
on,
episode
how about this
3.
one?
What? What? What did you do?
Damn, what the fuck? Let's go. Let's do it.
What did you do? I didn't even.
He's looking at something, obviously.
Dead poop. Right. Levy. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
You changed it to
Dead poop.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? We've almost had a whole podcast without talking about poop.
I
Almost
know.
had one, and you fucking brought it down at the end.
I know. Speaking of poop, the
Wait,
Acolyte episode
wait.
3.
Wait. Who's on your shirt, by the way?
It's Uncle Clay. Uncle
sure.
Clay's House of Pure Aloha. Best shave ice in Oahu.
It looks like fucking Butthead.
No, it's Uncle Clay. He's the best. He's the nicest guy.
Dude, that literally, I mean, that's, you put him in a black fucking ACDC shirt, that looks like Butthead.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking close.
That's like, yeah, that's Butthead's dad. That's Butthead Senior.
Maybe. I think Duggan's frozen again. No, he's moving.
Nope.
I thought he was. All right. So speaking of poop, Star Wars The Acolyte episode 3.
All right. Why don't you kick us off, Dan? You have a lot to say about this.
I
so.
do. I'm pissed.
Go for
Number
it.
1. Were we not supposed to realize that those two young girls are not identical twins?
I was thinking that when it first
did
met.
they think we wouldn't notice?
Are they not?
Number 2. I looked them up. They have the same last name. So they're related in some way, but they are not identical. And then in the first 2 episodes, you have one person playing both people. Whatever. That aside. How the fuck did that entire thing burn down? It was carved into a fucking mountain. What was burning?
It's also made of and like every hallway is made of brick and like
What was burning? I don't understand it.
lots of tapestries.
Literally, she lights the thing and then she drops it, and then fire starts coming around the door, and then it just keeps creeping in, and everybody fucking dies.
The Force works in mysterious ways.
Or did the Jedi come in and they fucking killed everybody?
How?
And that's why she's so mad. And the other thing that really pisses me off, and I did too much research on this. So, fucking Jedi Master Barry Gibb is a Padawan. He's got his little fucking braid. He's what? Say 16 to 20 years old.
Sure.
Yeah.
And within 16 years, he has been elevated to the level of master. And how long has he been floating there, not
Oh
eating?
my god,
For
dude.
10 years.
10
You're right.
years. 10 years. And he looks like fucking Barry Gibb now. That's what he fucking looks like
That's
in
dude,
16 years. What the
Snapping
fuck?
time.
that's a rough 16 years.
Well, something happened to his fucking face. Obviously, because now he has a snake eye. But this, I just feel that the 3rd episode is the worst
Well, I know what happened to
fucking
him.
possible
The
episode.
breakup,
Yeah.
the breakup with his brothers really fucked him up.
Yeah. I think the 3rd episode is the worst episode to do a flashback episode in.
Matt said that off camera earlier too.
I think
Yeah.
the earliest you can do a flashback episode is 4.
I thought 5.
Earliest. I think 4 is still a bad idea, but I think the earliest you can do that, because personally, I give a show 3 episodes to catch me. You get 3 episodes, and to just throw in a fucking flashback. This is what we're actually talking about. This is the backstory episode on episode 3, especially if you're doing episodes released every single week. If you're just gonna dump it all out there and let me watch it as I see fit, fine. Do whatever order, but if you're releasing weekly episodes, you can't be doing a flashback in week 3.
I think the episode did a the flashback, whatever. I don't think they did anything in the episode that justified the flashback. Meaning, like, all they did was show you that a fire happened, which you already fucking know about. Now, I'll say I like the coven of witches, and like them kind of living their, like, they're not necessarily evil. Right, they're just out there trying to do their own Force stuff. So I like that, like the dynamic between them being afraid of the Jedi, finding them, that sort of thing. I like that. I think what this episode needed, which it didn't have, was at the end of the episode when you see fucking May walking off, like, where is Osha? Like, blah blah blah. Like,
did I fucking miss them?
Oh yeah, you didn't see at the end the little girl walking off at the end. Okay, so the end of it shows May walking in the field looking for her sister. Like, I don't know why. You probably should assume she's dead because you tried to kill her. But the
fact,
I think that at that moment of the episode, you needed the Sith to show up.
Yeah.
Right? If the Sith had showed up at the end of that and been like, and like had a conversation with May, that would have led you into what I think is going to be another flashback episode next week from May's perspective. I guarantee you there's at least half of an episode that's another flashback, because May got led off, like, let's go on a walk. And then she leaves. So you don't see her perspective on anything. And there are lots of scenes that I think could make more sense from her perspective, obviously. But I think you needed something at the end of the episode to, like, grab the fucking audience. Like, that Sith showing up and being like, the Jedi did this to your family, or what? Like, I don't know, something like that. That would have at least
killed your families.
Yeah, like, that would have been fun. Or
I will say, that was the same species as Darth Maul, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't think they had hair. Did the female, whatever the fuck Darth Maul is, have hair?
I looked it up. Yeah,
they have hair.
Well, like the Mother Coral. I think
that was it. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, like I think she's.
There's 2 different subspecies, though. Apparently,
Dathomir. Yeah,
Dathomir. Yes.
Yeah, and I think for the most part, like, this is just a different. I don't think it's connected to the Night Sisters of Dathomir. I think this is a completely separate sect of witches, probably. I'm definitely curious to see how this goes forward. But yeah.
Again,
like,
I show this as that the Jedi being not good people still. Like, right across the board, right? Like, we've always been shown that they were supposed to be the good guys. They've never been the fucking good guys ever. At any given point.
True. I mean, I think in the Old Republic they were, but
it's up for debate. We haven't seen that yet. It's not canon yet.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, the Sith were literally, like, taking over planets and trying to fucking, like, destroy the fucking inner.
All I'm saying is maybe Alderaan had it coming.
Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
That was me. My computer's about to die, so I'm just trying to get onto my iPad.
Oh man, okay.
All I know is I saw the angle of Matt from.
Yeah, it was an upshot of Matt's nose. Like, what the fuck is that? Only Dan and I can see that. So
yeah.
Get yourself situated, Matt.
Yeah,
Duggan. So you finally got caught up on the show, and I know you fucking hated it, but, like, what specifically did you hate about this show?
It just pisses me off how the way the way the Force is just used. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. How it's used for one thing and not used for another, and then it's confusing to me. It doesn't. Dan, would you say 3 episodes takes you to get? This is painful for me. This is so painful to watch. Like, I just can't do it. And it just sucks that the Jedi guys are such pieces of shit. And I was talking to a guy at work today, and I was trying to, drum up some conversation, maybe had some insight. And Matt, I like that angle.
Thanks.
Savage.
I don't know. It's not really my forte. Star Wars isn't really my bag, so I'm not really gonna slam it, but it's not entertaining.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Kevin.
no. I was just saying, like, it's for a lot of people, it seems like it's not their forte. This especially this show. So that's the problem. Like hardcore Star Wars fans are like bullshit about a lot of stuff. They're mad that I don't know why, but they're mad that the Night Sisters, or what, they're not the Night Sisters, but the witches coven there, that they created a being or two beings using the Force supposedly, which is like,
Right.
I guess they think that could only have happened with Anakin. So I don't know. I don't get hung up on that. That doesn't bother me. Like, if anything, that would make sense that somebody found that somebody did that at one point and was like, "Oh, I bet I could do it better."
I mean, my thing is that, like, you look at the last 3 movies that they've made, right? And then you look at the last couple of series that they've made, right? People have not been happy with this shit for a bit, right? That shit is snowballing, right?
Yeah.
To the point where people are going to go ahead, and it doesn't matter what comes out, they're going to find something to be fucking mad about, right? It doesn't matter what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fandoms suck.
Again, fandom suck.
And we've come full circle.
Yes, that's
right.
correct.
But what did you think
I
about
mean-
it, John? What did you think about this episode? Did you like any of the flashback stuff or what?
I didn't hate it. Like, I liked learning a little bit more about, like, independent Force users just in general.
Yeah.
Right. But immediately when you see Soul like fucking sneaking up on him in the forest, I'm like, oh, you're not a good person either, bro. Right. Like, I don't care what you think of him, Kevin. I'm like, yeah, he's the Qui-Gon Jinn of the fucking of this particular era. That's great. Right. I bet you see at the end of this, you see that he turns out to be a real piece of shit.
You
Right.
think so?
It's entirely possible for me.
Oh, I don't
Right.
know, dude. That would bum me out so bad if he
Well,
ended up being a
that's
piece of
the
shit.
fucking point, though, right? Is it's meant to bum you out and meant to make you sit there and look at the Jedi in a different fucking light. Where
Do you
he's
know this
not
dude
a good
learned?
person.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but do you know that dude learned English for this show?
I heard that. Yes,
I didn't
think-
know that. I thought I read somewhere once that when Squid Game was first out, that he could speak English and that he didn't do the dub for his character when they were doing it in English, obviously, but but then I just read that he really learned English to get this role, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome. It makes
English is
his
such a complicated
delivery
thing.
so much. Every time he has a delivery now, I'm like super fucking impressed. So
like I said, like I think that it shows that it's gonna show that he is actually like the biggest piece of shit ever at the end of it.
the biggest piece of shit.
100%.
Even a bigger piece of shit than Jedi Master Barry
I
Gibb.
bet that the entire thing that you think you see in this flashback is him fucking mind wiping that girl.
Oh, you
Right.
think?
Oh, it's entirely possible because they've done that at Star Wars shit before.
I think the Jedi killed all of them people and blamed it on the fire. They said, "Holy shit, it's on fire! Let's go kill these people."
Let's cut
That's
them with our
entirely possible
lightsabers.
as well. That's entirely possible as well. But that's what I'm saying though. I think that you find out that Soul is like not a good person just overall.
See, I don't know. I feel like you're definitely gonna find out that the other 3 are pieces of shit, but he's not. I don't know.
You're right that he's the orchestrator of the entire thing.
No.
I mean, I have a feeling that Ndara is a piece of shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
big
seems
piece
like
of
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That Wookiee. By the way, did anyone else laugh when you first saw the Wookiee walk out wearing the Jedi robe? Because he had this big fucking head with all the hair, and then he had this very
Itty bitty
skinny
robe?
body, very skinny body under the robe. And I was like, proportionally, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you should be bulky as fuck.
Puppy.
Gigantic. Yeah.
Oh, you think of Chewbacca. Chewbacca's not that bulky.
But he's lanky.
He's
He's
lanky.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet he weighs like 300 pounds, like soaking wet and everything else. Just as he is.
I mean,
but
soaking wet, I'd add an extra 30 pounds to that.
That's a lot of hair.
just for the hair.
Yeah.
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 But
Fair enough.
that Jedi robe really slimmed that guy down, though. But I guess I've never seen a fucking Wookiee wearing clothes, so that might be.
Ever put a sweater
Jedi
on a
robe
dog?
very slimming.
I guess if I can find an image of this Jedi Wookiee.
But like it shows that like independent Force users are like not encouraged, nor are they accepted.
Well, I mean, this is kind of clothing.
Yeah,
And he's built like a brick shit house.
he's bigger than Chewbacca.
He's still massive. That's my favorite Wookiee right there.
All right,
there's no good stills of him.
I know. The episode just dropped. This is a good one. It's not him, but it's, oh my god, this fucking looks like Harry and the Hendersons.
Did you also notice that the side of that Wookiee's head is like shaved and he has like a front ponytail?
This is him. Actually, I'm full of this. I thought this was a drawing, but I see the other Night Sister there. Hold on. This is so good. He's got a purse.
That's awesome. It's a satchel.
Yeah.
Looks like a
That
roving
is
gladiator.
Harry and the Hendersons.
It literally is Harry and the Hendersons. That's that's so good. But like the robe when he had it on really slimmed him down. Like like Michael. I guess I didn't realize how Wookiees were basically made of like Michael J. Fox from Teen Wolf hair, like up in his arms. But all right. Do you think she understood the Wookiee when she went to talk to him?
Fuck no.
No.
So she goes over, she goes, hi, and he's just like, she's growling at him, and like
she's like, fuck. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. The Force.
I personally think that Wookiee talk and Groot talk, people don't actually know what they're saying. They just make it up in their heads and they're like, yeah, okay.
They spend so much time with them that it just like they understand like mannerism wise what the fucking person wants.
Absolutely.
Or they just guess. They just guess and they're like, yeah, and they just kind of come to terms with the fact that they don't know what it is, and whatever the fuck they want it to be, they make it that way.
Han Solo can't speak Wookiee.
Can he though?
Yeah, he did it in Solo.
But can he, Kevin? Is
Listen.
he not just going ahead and saying no? Yet goes there and that goes there, and then you go
No. He speaks fucking Wookiee in Solo, a Star Wars movie, and it's got subtitles telling you what he's saying to Chewbacca.
I didn't put was subtitle something you can put on for that, or is it?
No, it doesn't.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I think you're lying.
He doesn't. He starts growling at him, and then when Chewbacca's gonna choke him out, and then Chewbacca is like, "Oh shit!" and it shows him. He's like, "We can get out of here together." I made up what it says, but
That's ridiculous.
yeah. What did you just find, Dan, that you're laughing about? Jesus Christ, Dan.
Diabolical laughs.
I don't even know what this is from, but it is frightening.
Yes.
All right, hurry up and share it.
Yeah, let's see this shit.
We got to end this podcast. We're getting long. Go back.
There it is.
Nice.
It's incredible. Nice.
Looks like the worst porn ever.
Or the best one.
Look at those dreads.
They look like a boy band.
Yeah, it's called Wookiee. It's called Wookiee Warriors.
Insanity.
This is terrible.
The Wook Street Boys. I like it.
God.
Walked on a feeling.
Wooked on a feeling. Oh God, get it off my screen. All right.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
Yeah, so this show I think is only okay. It's Matt said, you said at the beginning, you said you don't hate it, you don't love it, you're in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle too. I think almost anybody who's watching this probably is in the middle, the majority of the people. And I just thought this was gonna be a different show. I thought this was gonna be literally a show about the Sith from a Sith perspective, and we haven't gotten that at all.
I want that
Yeah,
in the worst
it's
way.
still early too. I mean, we're only
You saw
3
one
episodes
Sith
in.
for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Cocaine Wookie.
I want it.
That's
I need
good.
it.
It is a T-shirt. You can also get it as a shower curtain.
I
Or a
might buy
notebook.
that as a joke shower curtain and then put it up and see what my wife says.
I bet you get yelled at.
She probably. Although I was in Newbury Comics with her today and we were walking by and she points to this like anime like fucking pinup calendar with all these fucking half nude chicks and she goes, I got you that for Father's Day. And I was like, no, you didn't. She's like, no, I didn't. But she goes, I know you'd like that if I did. So she knows my weirdness. So all right, let's end this podcast right here and there. Yeah, so this show's only all right all around. We'll keep watching it. I got nothing else to watch, so might as well fucking watch it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us here at the Random Channel on the Random Things Podcast, episode 30. Matt, thank you so much for being a guest today, bud.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yay.
It was great to catch up. And
If you
talk
have
about
any
all this
connections
stuff.
if you have any connections to John Cena, let him know that we're looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do. We'll do.
Yep. We're desperate to get that man on this podcast.
Yep.
So
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram for daily content at random_channel. That's Instagram.
that's right.
That's correct. Not
Not
X.
MySpace.
Not MySpace. Is it even still a thing anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good to know.
Hurry up and end it before I put Cocaine Ewok up.
Bye.